charger. It's cool. You want one? Do it. This one. It's like.
And if I get burnt, give that shit to daddy, baby. Foul. I might have smiled in your face, but ain't your friend properly. Whatever it went down, I made it happen. I made it scrapping. I made it busting. Something to do to a nigga, cause you's a fool, nigga. Pull up on that fake shit. Bustin' out, do it strong. Niggas just making movies, so I gotta stop production. Need to block the function. Maybe I'll stop destructing. Let me get that shorty. Don't need that shorty. Don't know. Get that shorty. You might go hit the floor. Fuck hit the floor. What you want, money? More? Niggas get it raw. No kind. Sing the song for the sample before I line.
Alright, you can go on real quick again. See if it should be.
With this one here?
Like, no.
Going to live. Okay, great.
Yeah. Alright, bet. You don't mind if I, before we go?
Not at all, brother. Not at all.
Yeah, on live.
On live, goddammit.
Yeah.
We here. Shout out to the homies, man. Bugsy, Jerry, Pope. What the business is. Enough said. What's poppin'?
Alright, cool.
Sir Clyde, what's poppin'?
It's not a shot, but I'll just get out the way.
Word.
Alright, bro, you good?
Actuality Speaks podcast, baby. Y'all know the motto. Where if it ain't real talk, god damn it, stay silent. We got Leek Williams coming through, man. Slushies by Leek, you heard? Shit, if you don't know, you about to know. She about to come through. We about to have dope conversation, you dig? We about to talk that talk how we do, man. Y'all know. We here, man. Season 2. I hope y'all tapped in. Shout out to all the past guests and all of that. We here. Shout out to Raindrop Liquors. You. All right, here she go. Here she go. Here she go. Here she go.
That I was already drinking tequila because I would have to taste this.
Shit, I'm waiting on the tequila. We're supposed to get some tequila soon.
Cognac.
We're supposed to get the tequila soon. We're waiting on them guys in Mexico right now. They stalled it.
Oh,
They stalled
not the
it.
guys in Mexico.
They stalled it. I don't know what's going on.
So wait, this is your own brand?
It's a brand I represent.
That's cool.
Yeah. Raindrop Liquors, once again, shout out to them. They're the first black-owned liquor distributors in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all.
Hello. Okay.
Money, got you. That delay be killing me. Yeah, alright. Well, yo, we here. It's your boy Seven Sins. It's Actuality Speaks podcast. Where if it ain't real talk, goddamn it, please stay silent. Today I got Leek Williams in the building. What's up?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great, actually.
That's good.
It's another day, another dollar,
Absolutely. We here.
another day to make a difference.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for coming through and definitely giving that time of your day you know what I'm saying, to come through and just talk to the people real quick, for them to get to know you a little better. But the way I usually jump off is I want to start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I want to start at just where it all began. You know what I'm saying? Like, set the scene for me. Where you from and where it all began at. Like, what was that?
Well, I'm from Boston.
All right.
I've lived in a few towns in Boston, obviously. JP, Mattapan, Dorchester. As an adult, I've always lived in the outskirts as a mom, because, for me, I think it's better to kind of branch out with your children,
Totally
out
agree.
of the city. But it all began, as far as what, business or just everything?
Leek.
Leek. Okay, leek.
How they all start for Leek. Lil Leek.
No, big leek.
Lil Leek. Lil Leek.
No, little leek.
Lil Leek. No Lil Leek.
It's always big leek.
Got you.
So it all started with me like the entrepreneur side of me. I actually started off with waist trainers.
Okay.
That's something I sat down and I said, I bought a waist trainer from a girl, and every time I post a waist trainer on Instagram, it's like, oh, where you get it from? And sending her a lot of plays with the waist trainer.
Right.
So I said to myself, I'm gonna get this money and I'm gonna get a bulk of waist trainers, and that worked for me. Quick money. My first day, $1,000 in like 30 minutes. Promise you. Cause think about it. You order stuff online, can't touch it.
Right.
Can't get it right then and there. It
Right.
takes a while. So, and it was winter time. So now we're getting ready for summer. Kind of like March. Kind of like sort of around this time. So it worked. Fast forward. I saw something online with the drinks and pretty drinks. I made the drink. I posted a picture. It looked just like the drink.
Right.
So someone I know that sells food, they reached out to me. Shout out to Biscuit. I'm not sure you know Heavyweight Catering.
I've heard of it.
You heard of
I've
Heavyweight
heard of it.
Catering? Okay, so excuse me, those kind of dry. So Biscuit kept reaching out. Leek, what's up with the drinks? I'm like, bro, I don't make drinks. Like, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm working at the time, but I'm doing the waist trainers. But I'm like, I don't make drinks. So I did it. I tried it out. It was lucrative. I'm like, this is all right.
People like to drink.
Yeah, people like to drink, and they were pretty. So it was like, okay. Then we did something else, and he put me onto the bottles with the tops that you can click on, and it has
yeah,
the
yeah.
So I started doing that. Started going to people's events, setting up, doing that. Cool. It'll be 10 years now that I've been selling slushies.
Oh,
That's
shit,
crazy.
you've been in the game. Okay.
Yeah. So it's so dope because people, it sucks because as Boston, people are like, oh, this one does they do
Yeah.
sushi. And it's like,
Yeah.
so?
Yeah, like
I'm only one person. I can't be a million places. And
Right.
like just like the bread out, it's different type of styles. Like I'm a person that like mad bread. I like croissant bread. I like pita bread. I
Love
like
bread. Love
so
bread.
that's always my example of this choices. So shout out to everybody that sells slushies now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's been 10 years, but it's different styles. So now I'm doing slushies. Let's fast forward it to the event thing, the pop-ups. Weed started being the big thing. It's always been a big thing, but it started getting fancy. So now I'm vending at different events. Someone brings to my attention, like, you should do the weed pop-ups. You got your slushies. I'm like, that makes sense. That was 2019. Cool. I try it out. It goes crazy. It wasn't what I expected. You know what I mean? So there was different vendors that I had there that I didn't know the quality. I'm not sure if you heard of High Tolerance. I know you don't smoke weed, but so they were a vendor that vended with me back then. So it was lit. Then I had Jadakiss. People knew I knew him, but it was like a surprise. So I really wasn't promoting who, but it was like, oh, surprise guest.
Right.
that's how that started. So that's been 4 years now with the cannabis pop-ups you see now. It's like a big thing. Pop-ups,
Right, no, I see
whether
that
it's
shit all the
cannabis,
time,
whether
yeah.
it's clothes, whether it's just a big
Right.
thing now, which is dope because, like you said, during COVID, it opened a lot of doors for people. People got
did.
creative.
It did.
And
Force people to get creative.
yeah, it did. Because, like, what else are you doing?
Right.
And then there's a lot of businesses now that was built off of that. So that's dope.
That's a fact.
So, yeah, 4 years with that, 10 years with that. So, yeah, that's how it all started. Like, just
Now-
it kind of fell on my lap, kind of like thing,
Right.
but it turned into something that I was like, okay, I'm gonna run with this because this works.
Now the strain wars itself. That's you jumped that off.
Yeah, so that's just pretty much like a themed pop up. So
Okay.
every pop up I do, I try to give it a name or a theme. I started off with Sharp and Blow, which and made it so it's not just cannabis. Like that's where I implemented. Or if you got hair, or if you got clothes, or if you got whatever, bongs or whatever. If you got that, let's mix it in, and everybody get their money together. But Strain Wars is a competition. So
Okay.
now it's been a year that I've been doing that. I actually had an anniversary, February 19th for that. So that's pretty much where all vendors put their strains together that they feel like this is the best strain. And I have different celebrities come smoke the strain and they say, oh, this is gas or whatever. Before that, I customize a belt
Right.
considering who the judge is, where I'm having it. You know, I have to come with I get creative with that. And they actually get that belt when they want to kind of like show like I got the best
Like
gas.
the incentive, yeah. You need that
You know what I'm
incentive
saying?
thing.
So that's been working. It's actually it's a dope vibe, and it shows shows everybody's different type of styles. Because I also do like a best booth, so
Okay.
you know how your presentation is,
Right.
what you like, how much merch you have, whatever it is that makes you and your brand. You know what I
Stand
mean?
out, yeah.
And stand out. So yeah.
No, that's dope. That's dope. Now, was this the entrepreneurial mindset? Was that always since like a youth?
Yes,
always
I
had that?
feel like I've always worked, but it's always one extra
Right.
on the side. Because especially if it's in your face, it's like, hold
Why
on.
not?
Like the waist trainers. I didn't say,
Yeah.
oh, I sell waist trainers until I'm like,
Now, was
10
that
people
like,
hit me for a waist trainer now.
Was that like a
was
little-
my waist trainers.
was that a little conflict? Like, you know, it's like you say you're selling the waist trainers, right? So, you know what I mean? Females, they trying to, slim down. But then you came through with the liquor. Like, was it like,
Yo, I
now
swear,
you
people used to
fucking
say
us
that
up,
like, no, wait a
like-
minute, you want us to lose weight, but you
Like,
got
what
to
you
slut me.
doing?
I swear, a few people did say something to me about that. I'm like, listen, that's why you got the waist trainers. You don't drink too much of these, but you got the waist trainers.
right?
But even with the waist trainers, the girl who I bought it from, like, it ended up being like, I ended up buying her bulk from her. So it doesn't always have to be a situation with people where it's like, it don't have to be competition. She knew she wasn't pushing it like she should have. So she was just like, here, take that. You want to do that? And it worked for me. So even still, I still got waist trainers. So
It's still there.
LeekLove handle snatches, it's still there. I'm only one person. I'm doing a lot. If I had a team, I say this all the time. It'd be crazy. Which I'm gonna get there.
I'm about to get that one. Trying to build a team. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's hard,
I'm about to say that's tough trying to build a team. Because again, trying to find a group of like-minded individuals to roll with you and have your same vision.
All of that,
and
loyal, trustworthy.
You know what I mean? Not to feel as if
everything.
like, oh, well, why don't I got what she got? Like, I brought your ass in.
Because
Like,
it
calm
can start
down.
off as and then it turns into something else every time.
I've
So it's
seen
like
it
it's so
unfold
hard.
that
It's
way.
hard.
Like, that team shit is tough.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta grind out on your own for a long time before you can find, those
Yeah, and the people
individuals.
out there with teams, like, they don't know how lucky they are. That really
Facts.
are. Because that's the only, I know I can't do it by myself. At first, it's like, look, I got it. I know.
Yeah, nah, realistically
I
speaking, like, it's a lot.
Can't. So it's like, but it's hard too. You can't just be like, hey, you come on, you come on, you come on. You get screwed every time.
That's
like,
a
so,
it's a disaster waiting to
I
happen.
don't know. That's going to come though.
It's a disaster waiting to happen. But now, with it, how did you get into, like, as far as like getting your connections, is dealing with a lot of the celebrity aspects you deal with? Like, how'd that come about? How'd that start?
Well, the first main celebrity I did meet before, obviously all the other ones that probably fell in line, was Jadakiss. I met them through somebody else, probably like 8 years ago. So probably with that, and then just being around and going to shows and then doing what I'm doing and networking and not being scared to reach out too, because any guests I think of that I'm going to do for String Wars, I might not necessarily have a relationship with them. But it's like you can't really be shy either because we're all human. So
Exactly.
if something makes sense, it just makes sense.
Exactly.
Like Gilly. In my mind, obviously, you look at him like, can I afford? You know what I mean? So
Right.
I started doing that, like, can I afford them? Because you just don't know. You reach out, see what they saying, see what's popping. The idea itself might work.
That might intrigue them. You know what I'm
Exactly. So even if it is affordable, it ain't. You figure it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
But so with that being said, excuse me. Over time, you build those different relationships with different people, or through people, or the respect through other people. So that's kind of
Yeah,
how
see,
that
that's
happens.
and I
Kind
think
of like a domino effect.
that's real important that you said that shit, like not being scared, because going into this, for example, like it was the same. You know what I'm saying? People were like, oh, like, oh, would you reach out to such? I'm like, I reach out to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like, what's the worst they're gonna do? Say no. That's
Right.
it, and then I move on. Like,
Right.
that's all it is. Like,
Because even if they don't respond to you, we're
You know what I mean?
human. It's
Yeah.
it's natural to be interested. So
Right.
they might not say nothing to you, but they might see some. You might know somebody that they know. So like, hold on,
Right.
let me do a background check, or
Right.
let me do my own research.
right.
There you go. And then boom, you in there like, hold on, wait.
No, there it is. There it is.
So that works.
So I mean, like now, what's the ultimate goal? Like, what else do you see yourself tapping into?
Well, eventually, sooner than later, with the drinks, because I feel like I've been doing this so long, it got to make sense. Like, I need to have some type of lounge. Obviously, a liquor license and
Right,
things
right,
like that
right.
is very
Yeah,
expensive.
that's like that.
But there's ways around that. You know what I mean?
It
So,
definitely is. Shit.
so with that, like
Yeah.
that's why I said even just building a team so I can really have time to focus on this thing, that thing, instead of just trying to do this and that, doing that. But that's why I said it'll come together. But that's my main big thing because I've been doing drinks so long. Even though I fell in my lap, it's like that works for me. It's fun for me. I haven't worked since 2019. I'm in the medical field, so I could work.
Well, you could work,
but I don't
but
want
it's
to
like-
work. It's like
Nah,
why?
I dig it.
You know
I
what I'm
dig
saying?
it.
So it's like it has to work. It has to make sense. The events, I'm trying to take the whole Strain Wars. Now it's like kind of state to state for me because
Right. 'Cause I seen I was
we
doing a little
already
digging.
Boston, Rhode Island. It's
Right.
like yeah,
Cause the joint that you did with Noreen, and that was in Miami.
that was in Miami.
Right. So I seen you bouncing around. That's
Yeah.
dope.
So my whole thing is now it's like, okay, this next one's in Connecticut, bring it back here because I work with a lot of vendors in Connecticut. So it kind of makes sense for me to do them. But after them, it's just like whoever, everybody's starting to be cannabis friendly state to state. So it's like, it's not hard to, everybody has the same little community we got with the vendors and everybody has that everywhere. So it's like, just, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with that. Meanwhile, work on the, lounge or something like that.
Right. So you want the lounge? You want to? I mean, where do you want to start with your lounge? Do you want to start it out here, or you want to?
I don't
you wanna
know.
Go outside?
Wherever makes sense.
Right.
When I do get my thumb, it don't gotta necessarily be here, but
Right.
something that is mine that makes sense with my name. Just like come on, we got a Web Willies, all that shit. They use cheap liquor. They don't even use quality liquor.
You know how that goes.
You know what I mean? Like you get in there, it's Bacardi, like and that's cool and all. But there's never no options like shit that you're already mixing. So that's
Right.
why, I take pride in that. Like I don't want to use cheap liquor because we're mixing. So that might give you a headache depending on how your intake is with liquor. So if you're using cheap shit,
You already know how it's gonna go.
right. So if you're using something better, then it's like I got a better chance.
Right.
I don't have any complaints. So and I do THC slushies too because I do a lot of cannabis events where they
Right.
don't want liquor, like the Freedom Rally. I do that every year downtown. They don't care about liquor, but I make money off of just THC slushies. They want to be high. They want the slushie. They want to be high too. So
What's your favorite?
for me,
The weed highs or the
no,
liquor?
give me the liquor because that weed high. Once you high, like what are you doing? Falling out and shit. You're all tired. Like I don't want to do that. I want to be awake. I want to at home maybe, but I don't really. Maybe a gummy or something, but the drink, hell no.
What's your favorite drink that you make?
For slushies,
Yeah.
when I drink it, if I do drink it, Because I'm scared of them. Because they taste
You
good.
scared of them.
And every time I drink one,
I
I'm
need to taste
lit.
some of them shits. Cause if you scared of
And
them.
you know, I do apologize for not coming with one.
That's
Because
okay.
I definitely,
That's okay.
that was definitely
I'm
the
gonna tap in.
plan.
I'm gonna
but I
get one
got
at
you.
one point.
Mango, and
Man.
I usually do a mix of like mango, blue raspberry, strawberry daiquiri. I don't like plain; it has to be colorful.
Okay.
I hate when someone's like, "I just want strawberry." I'm like,
Like, what the fuck is that?
that sounds
Fucking lame.
boring.
Nah, I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
Okay then. Now, are you dealing with like, do you see yourself dealing with like on like as far as like local music aspect? I know you deal with the like celebrities and such.
No,
but you want to bring it
absolutely.
to like a lot of because there's some cats buzzing right now.
Yeah,
Some
and
guys with a good
I'm not
name.
sure if you know, but I do have performances at my events, so I definitely reach out to local artists. I'm sure you heard of Exit Fame.
Absolute. Salute Exit Fame.
Shout out to Exit Fame.
Still trying to keep up with your busy ass.
He just keeps going and going like the Energizer Bunny.
He definitely blessed the podcast the first season and the RP Danger was with him too. But yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
shout out to Danger. That was my homie
Yeah.
since way back.
Yeah,
It was so crazy. As Danger was supposed to come to my stream wars with Gilly. That's crazy. That was right before that. So rest in peace, though.
Right,
Danger.
definitely RP.
And yeah, Fame. He's performed. He performed in front of kids. He just performed. He came into Miami. You know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
So, you know, I definitely reach out to the local artist that's doing something, or they reach out to me. But obviously, that's what I want everybody from my city to get the exposure and pop out and show their talent and stuff like that too. So, yeah, that's always available.
Oh, that's
Always,
dope.
always.
Was it just him at that event? You had multiple.
Yeah,
cats
I try not to have too much. Sometimes
you can't have
it
too
gets
much.
crazy.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah,
right
like
there.
even the next one, I'm telling everybody like, no, there's only 5. If you five slots,
Yeah.
that's it.
'Cause I feel like with that shit, it turns into like with
It
some
turns
people.
into a showcase, and
It turns
it's not a
into
showcase.
and it's a money thing with people. Like it's like let me just grab like 100 niggas and have 100 niggas perform. Like it's just stupid to me.
Yeah, some people do
Like
that.
a lot of y'all just if y'all listening, like a lot of y'all doing these shows and shit, stop doing that shit.
Yeah, make
like,
it make sense.
Make it make sense. First, filter your artists, please. Cause nobody wants to sit there listening to half these niggas. Like y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. You go to these shows and these niggas just be fucking hot garbage, nigga. You just be like, everybody, ain't nobody want to deal with that shit. Half of your crowd is gone, halfway through.
Yeah.
Then you got a nigga who got potential come through and he ain't got a crowd or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just stupid.
That's so true.
Just because you want to charge all these niggas and get your money, get your pockets right. You know what I'm saying? And just play these niggas like that's just foul. That's the shit y'all niggas gotta stop in Boston, man. Real talk.
Yeah, they really.
Sick of that shit. It's stupid.
Well, doesn't apply to me. I tell you that
Yeah, I
because
respect
anybody
that.
that's been to my shit, they benefited. Exit Fame, he's a prime example.
I be seeing this shit. Like I seen a lot of footage from stuff that you do, and I was like, okay, like she's outside, like you really making it happen. And I think that's like really, really dope on like to be an entrepreneur, like a real entrepreneur at that. And some of y'all niggas say entrepreneur, don't know what the fuck it means.
Yeah, because it's hard. It is hard.
It's a very difficult.
It could be very
path.
hard. It might look easy, but
Right. There's a
if
lot of
you're
work
really
being done.
doing what you or dedicating to what you're doing, it's hard. It can be hard. But my whole thing is that makes me feel good about it is like working with different people and seeing the progress.
Right.
Even if they surpass me, that's fine. It's just knowing that, damn, this is what was going on, and then look what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? So that makes me happy.
No, I totally agree with that shit. Again, another mindset I feel like a lot of people in this city need to have. Like, stop being angry that that person that you was right here with is right here. You're right here. That's cool. Just keep grinding.
Because your time is your time. What's
Your
for you
time
is for
is your
you.
time.
You can't really be mad at that. It's
You
just
feel me?
not your
Like,
time.
like I love seeing folks that was, you know what I'm saying, like on whatever level, and then they just like, perfect example was like Millie's. Millie's is doing great right now. He's doing wonderful.
Yeah.
Every time I see him pop up on the joint, I'm like, yo, there he go again. You know what I'm saying? I just seen him on the Breakfast Club. I was like,
Him and
okay,
Kiss,
him and Kiss. I was like, see, this is fly, because I knew the homie. When, you know what I'm saying, back in Cambridge, when he was just like, you know what I'm saying, regular.
Started buzzing, right?
And cats, and this is when I was like, you know what I'm saying, like we was like, you know what I'm saying, young, hungry rappers, you know what I'm saying, like we ain't really on the scene like that.
No,
We trying to
he
figure it out.
definitely grinded for his.
He grinded his ass off. Like, because I remember it, you know what I'm saying, and to see him now from then, I'm like, yo, that shit is dope.
It is dope.
That shit is dope, man.
And Millie's actually, I had a my second strain was with Millie's, and I had Millie's, Puma, Hassan. I'm not sure if you know him by that name, from the Hassan Johnson, from he was in the Wire, Belly. You know him.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Weebag, that's his thing now.
Yeah,
Weebag.
yeah.
The Sophia the Body girl.
Okay.
So Millie's, obviously.
Right.
This is my people, so I
Right.
know
So it's
Millie's.
automatic. Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, just seeing that growth, like.
Yeah, growth is crazy. I love that shit.
And people grind, so it's like it should make people feel like it gets hard, but it's like don't give up. Cause you see somebody and you're like, obviously everybody can't win or at the same time, or some win quicker than others. But to see that, it's like that just goes to show like you can't. That's been a long time, but it's paying off now. So
No, facts.
shout out to Millie's.
Facts. He's getting that recognition.
Whoop whoop.
It's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's dope because he's like a dude doing what he's doing right now was already a part of your situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at least that stamp there. You know what I mean? And again, it just shows that because I know he's not dealing with things that aren't official. So it just again.
And even him working with high tolerance now, like that's dope to me too, because it's like again, their growth, like they did my first pop-up I ever had that was so lit that this is why I'm still doing pop-ups. It's 4 years later, like that made me and whoever else that came like, hold on, when's the next one? So it's like, and then now the other people that I know, everybody's all working with each other. Everybody's getting all their money together, so that's what makes it dope. So it's like I just wish everybody could be on the same page, but I think eventually. Whatever people are doing, they'll make it work.
Yeah, it's getting better.
It is. Because people are seeing,
it's getting better.
If I do this,
Right.
1 + 1 makes 2.
All the time.
Hello? Everybody want to play division and subtract and really don't know that's what they doing at the time. But that's why you see me. I'm like, well, what's the next state? Because I love everybody here, but you rock with me. You're going to take the fly. You're going to take the drive. You're going to come too. And meet other people and network other places. Because that's the whole motive. That's the whole plan. Like, go where they don't know us.
Right. And you know what I'm saying?
Because you go other places, especially down south, they're like, there's black people there?
Yo.
Like, hello?
Hey, listen.
There's black people there every time.
That's crazy you say that.
And we got so much going on. People don't even know.
And you say, and you look, you talking about the South.
The South.
Listen.
Just even a little bit before the South.
I'm originally I'm from Brooklyn, New York, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember that you said that should just ring that bell. Leaving there, when I was about to leave officially and make the move to Mass, they like as a kid, they said that's what they said. From New York, next door. They were like, yo, so what up? You know what I'm saying? What? There's hoods out there, there's niggas out there? Cause they don't know what the fuck is outside of NY.
That's crazy.
You feel me? That's crazy. And NY's right fucking there. Mm-hmm. And they asking me like, I'm like, cause I used to come out here every summer. I got cousins out here and shit like that. So I already knew, like, nigga, it's the same shit.
Right, but
it's the same shit, but it's different. But it's the same shit, my nigga. Like,
yeah, cause even them, they're like, well, now it's different because we kind of been intertwined a lot now. Yeah, you know what I mean? But before it was kind of like Boston.
Right.
Uptight,
white people, you know what I'm saying? It's that suburbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. That's what my man Joshua said. He was like, yo, so you about to move with the white folks? I was like, nah.
Not the white folks.
We not, but okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
But that's my whole focus, to kind of like go around the globe with it. The strain wars. And, obviously once I establish the first whatever destination that is for the lounge or whatever it is I plan to open up, then, like anything, you want to franchise it all over the place.
Oh, indeed. I can see it happening.
Me too.
Like, yeah, I could definitely see it happening.
Me too. That's why I'm like, yeah, we got to, because we go to all these different places and I be in there like, Wet Willies, drinking this, Fat Tuesdays. I go just to drinking and talk shit. Like, well,
right,
what you should have had was this and that.
Right.
But, at the same time, it's always going to be high demand, especially hot places or even when it's cold. I sell slushies during the winter. As long as we inside somewhere.
Right, it's all good.
Everybody wants slushy still, so it works.
It's all good. Nah, that's L. Like, so, I mean, like, now how would you steer some of these younger folks that want to take that entrepreneur route? Like, how would you steer them in the right direction? Like, Because again, I feel like just like I mean these days, I feel like everybody's so like the younger tier, they're so impressionable. You know what I mean? Like they really just like it's all about follow.
Yeah, trend.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
that's for sure.
which is I mean you got to blame. There's a lot to blame for that, but again, that's the design right now. Everybody's trying to follow whatever it seems is popping in the entrepreneur route. You know,
Right.
it's appealing. Like you said, they don't see the work that's being put in. They just like, oh, word, I'm about to sell some shit
And that's why a lot of people
Yeah.
start and then it's not consistent because they're like, oh,
It is.
yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh hell no, I'm not doing this. It's not gonna work. But yeah, I mean, like anything, it's just like you gotta be consistent. It's hard, but if you see it works for you, then you know it works for you. It's ups and downs, but you gotta like really keep going or think about somebody that you've seen do it and it worked for them. Again, everything is not for you.
Right.
So it's all about your passion or how you started doing it. If it's on some copycat shit, that might not work for you because you know you was being a copycat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like some genuine shit where you're like, damn, I should do this. That's what's gonna work for you. And you just keep being consistent. Or I can't even say that because you want to have what's in high demand too. So that
True.
might not be
True.
what you thought of. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, you just want to do it your own way
Right.
and keep it. But you have to be consistent, and that shit's hard.
Yeah, consistency is definitely difficult.
It's hard.
I
Just
mean,
pushing
shit.
yourself to get it,
Yeah.
because you can have something that's good, but you still gotta go get it.
Right.
There's
Right.
nobody making you go get it. It's
Right.
like a job, if I don't go, I'm not gonna get this money anymore from whatever business this is. But your own shit is like, if I don't go, I'm not getting it at all.
Right. Right.
There's not even no chance that I can go tomorrow.
Should be the motherfucking motivation.
The money's there right now. I gotta go get it. So that's the hard part. And going and maybe not making that money that you thought you were
See,
gonna
yeah,
get.
that's it.
And then going back to do it after you didn't make that money.
That's
That or like me, throwing events. It might not work out. It might not be whatever, but to keep doing it again, like you have to. Because it gets great later.
Right. No, because you, like you said, passion. You have to
Yeah.
have that. A lot of people, again, they just do shit just to do shit because they see the next man do the shit.
And then it gets hard and they're like, I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
What y'all doing over there?
You feel me?
Like that I can call. So I can
so
try
many
to
of
do
those.
that. And it's
There's so
never
many of
gonna work like that.
And it's just annoying to see.
It has to be a
shit.
passion, and your team has to have the same, at least
Has to.
98%. 98
It gotta be that high.
of that passion.
It gotta be that high.
Not 80.
It
Not
ain't gonna work.
75.
It ain't gonna work.
At least, if not 100, at least 98. That 2% is because they're a little selfish with themselves,
Right.
not because they're not passionate, but about what y'all are doing. And that's hard. That's the hard part about building a team.
No, that's a fact. That's
Yeah.
a fact. Again, been down that road 101 times. And it always goes the same fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the person who, you know what I mean? Like, they start with you like, shit, I mean, I used to have a co-host. Put it like that. I used to. And it didn't really last that long. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought the vision was clear, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and mind you, that's just dealing with one other person.
Right.
Imagine dealing with like 5, 6.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me? Where everybody they come in talking like, yeah, we down, but it's like everybody in the back of their brain have their own little fucking ulterior motive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, yo, like, I'm about to surpass her or him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Instead of it being genuine.
Instead of it being an us thing, it's really like a me thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just rock till I can
Get what I'm trying to get
Get what
out
I'm
of
trying
it.
to get out
Yeah.
of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just fucking crazy.
And it's not fair, but it comes out. That's that's
do
why
every
they keep
time.
coming out.
Shit, it happens with the majority of the motherfucking teams I done seen out here that started out and just fell in shambles, like, cause of that shit. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Niggas gonna learn one fucking day, I swear.
You live and you learn, and like we all need a team, and it's crazy because even me as a female, you know how many people hit me up, but they feel like in their mind like, okay, well, she's either a guy because obviously in my business page, I'm not all over my business page, so a lot of people feel like, oh, it gotta be a guy, it gotta be a dude, or well, she got a dude in the background that's like,
Right,
no,
that's holding it. You know what I'm
hello,
saying?
no,
Right.
it's not. It's just me, and yes, it's hard because I'm dealing with
These-
a lot of guys,
Yes.
and it's a man's hobby. If anyone would say it, but there's so much with the women with this cannabis community is crazy that they really don't realize. But with this, it's like a power thing. I feel like some people are sexist because it's like,
Yeah.
how does a woman do this dealing
Right.
with all these men?
Right. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now,
That's the hard. That's hard. It is hard
It
because it's
gotta be
mad
hard to
different
navigate.
personalities,
Yeah.
and
It gotta be
I
hard to navigate.
I don't know. Maybe it's the way I deal with everybody, so I don't really have a problem with the flirty part because I come off. I'm
You got
I'm
that
on
energy's
my
there.
money. Like, hold on,
it's
we're not. I don't care about what y'all.
You don't leave a room for that.
Our first introduction off rip is like, okay, so what do you want to do? So
Right.
they already know, like, okay, well, this is business. She's
Right.
serious. So most everybody is.
Somebody say,
respectful.
I mean, has anybody attempted, like, has anybody violated?
No.
Like,
No, I don't want to say
just
not
gone
yet
too
because
far?
I don't plan on them doing it. But
Yeah.
no,
I mean, but
because
you can't control
they
what
already
do.
meet me now. They might meet me on whatever how they meet me through someone, and we
Right.
talking business or whatever. Then they see me in person, and they're like,
Yeah.
you know, they're a guy. You know, see the googly eye bullshit or whatever. But it's still Then they remember the interaction when it was. So you want a table? Okay, well this is how this is going. And that's it. I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to chase you down.
Right.
Whether you hit me or I hit you, yeah, So mostly everybody respects me. They don't really go crazy. I don't know what they do on their own time, but they don't. They don't say nothing crazy.
What's the wildest situation they're doing so far?
The wildest situation or just the hardest part?
You know, I mean, if you got one of both.
I mean, now it's always been big, but it's getting bigger. So just doing it all, like needing to contact maybe 35 different vendors at one time, and they're all contacting me at one time. Like, let's just say the day of the event, everybody's texting, everybody's calling, like, hello, I sent out the address, but for some reason everybody needs
that day,
personal
Yeah.
attention, and
Yeah.
it's like, hello, it's just me. You guys remember that, right? So that can be very overwhelming because I still have to. I can be agitated, but I can't be agitated.
Right.
If that makes any sense. So at this point, then they get there. Where do I put my table? Where do I go? Where do I go? Hello, we do this all the time.
Right.
But I still have to. That's why I said most of them. They're like, I'm good. Like, yeah, Leek, where do I go? Or they don't even want to deal with me because I'll give them that look like, not today. Like,
Right.
no, it's just me, guys. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I said everybody's very respectful because I can get agitated sometimes. You keep because I don't want to hold everybody's hand, but I feel like the day of it's always a zoo
That's how it always
in that
goes.
little part, just because
Yeah.
everybody acts as if they need
Mhm.
that ultra attention. So that's what it does get crazy. But just other than that, just mentally making sure I get through these events and everybody's safe, whether I have celebrities or not. So making sure the celebrities are safe, making sure the people I have come out are safe, making sure everybody gets there, get out, and God is good. I've been doing really good with doing that.
Okay, so there hasn't been any situations at your events.
No chaos.
situations.
And I've
That's
had
good. That's
and
good.
people will hit me the next day like, oh yeah, no motherfuckers in there and that happened. I'm like,
Nothing happened. That's good.
people gotta open our minds. You know what I'm saying? One, I don't play with my security.
Right.
I'm gonna spend bread on security. That's important to me.
Take heed to that. Write
That's
that one
important to me. Your
Write that one
security
down.
is your security. I
Write
got
that one down.
too many people. That's too much. Like, first of all, some of us are parents. We got children to go home to.
Absolutely.
It's not even about the bread. We gotta get home.
Absolutely.
Then I got vendors. I got people. I have a lot of people that it's a lot. That's my biggest thing when I do these things. Like, there could be one knucklehead. You know, you just never know. But that's why I'm real big on my security, making sure I'm not playing. But there's no in and out. There's no that's my friend.
Right.
There's no none of that. Because that's too much of a risk.
Right, no, indeed, because that's how shit happens.
Yeah.
That's why, like, yeah, a lot
All
of
these people in one place, I can't.
Yeah, like a lot of people need to take heed to that because a lot of people feel like, oh, nah, I'm just because of who I am, ain't nothing gonna go down.
Oh,
or, like,
please.
that's bullshit.
You can't control people. You can't control people. And you don't want that. You know, sometimes things do happen that's out of your control, but you don't want that reputation. You just want to try to your best ability, you know. And I pray every time before my events too. Because gotta stay prayed that.
No, that's dope.
That's first and foremost.
That's
So.
dope. That's dope.
But that's my biggest stress when I have events. All these damn people in here.
Right, something.
And a celebrity.
Right.
Everybody, please. You know, but
Absolutely.
everybody's high. So it's like how you gotta something gotta be mentally wrong with you. You come in there, you smoke a weed, you want to be crazy.
And you want to be crazy. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I would
that
feel
means
like
you came there for that.
Yeah, I
and
would feel like it's something
they're gonna
different.
smell it at the door anyways.
Yeah.
They're gonna smell it at the door. So, even with me, that's why the slushies. I still have my bar, but I'm not trying to get nobody drunk either, because gotta
I feel
even
like
it
it's
out.
more.
It's more
It's
everybody
more of
smoking.
a with the smoke. It's a little different.
Yeah, by the time they get too lit, they friends driving them home.
Right.
Everybody's good, so.
Right. No, that's not. I can appreciate.
Trust me,
that.
in Miami, I was like.
I know that was
I
different.
had the security with the big old guns, but I know they got big guns out down the street too.
That's true.
So I still wasn't oblivious to the fact that, like anything can happen. So that's probably the most time I was really like, hold on guys. Where are we?
How many people you had at that joint?
Not as much as, I probably would have had a heart attack in the corner if it was packed like up here. It was a good amount, but it wasn't like crazy to where my anxiety was on 1,000. But even with the amount of people, it's just not knowing who knows, or it's foreign. But I did have Miami vendors. I had people from Miami there, so I was pretty safe.
No, that's
for the most part. That's the other thing. You can't go to places. You gotta reach out to wherever you're going. You can't just go to places and just be doing stuff.
Exactly.
So if you're trying to copy Leek and do
Please.
go state to
Let
state,
them know.
shout out to the places you're
Let 'em
going
know.
first.
Let 'em
You
know.
can't just be stepping on people's toes getting
That's what
money.
I'm saying.
They gonna want your money too.
You ain't a sucker if you check in.
You
Just
gotta check in. You gotta check in.
It's building rapport. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no sucker shit. It's building
Yeah, because now,
rapport.
and mind you, I looked on the Snapchat and I saw I was in Little Haiti. I was scared to death. I said,
feel me?
wait,
Like,
I
come
didn't know,
on.
because I watched First 48. I was a little paranoid. But I can go back there now. And be good.
See?
So it's just, it's just.
It's just that common courtesy. Like, that's really all it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want. It's just that common courtesy. Like, yo, you come in here, you're not from here, we don't know you. Just holler at me like, yo, I'm coming to your city, and I'm about to do this. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to know, you know what I mean?
Right,
like,
you want to be a part of it,
wanna
or
get-
reaching out
exactly,
people
send
that's
an
doing
invite,
whoever's
you know what I'm saying?
that's involved in what you already
Y'all
doing.
are more than welcome
That's
to
just like
slide.
people come here. Everybody's nose is turned up. Like, where they from? If anybody just came here doing stuff, and we all know what time it is. So it's not even about being tough or who owns wherever. It's just having, like you said, the simple respect. I'm coming to your city. Why shouldn't I invite you? And then anywhere, most places, they have that hospitality. So to not do it, it is a smack in the face. It is kind of like an insult. Like, hold on, y'all ain't saying hello. Y'all ain't sending an invite. You just come in. Oh, y'all getting money too? Or you gonna go back home?
Right.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
You can't
That's
do
why
that.
these situations end up happening. But again, it's an ego thing with people. And
I don't
a lot of people
mind.
let that shit
I'm
go.
trying to get all the vendors from state to state.
You feel me? Everybody.
Wherever I'm going, y'all got vendors? y'all want to come? Because, and that's just where the networking comes in, where you get to meet other people. And then if you have a brand, that's the whole point. Everybody, all these brands that we shop at stores, they didn't get everywhere just because.
Right.
Whether it was the business way, however it was, the bigger way, the smaller way, it all still adds up. So, yeah.
Now, all right, well, now here's just like a question I was just thinking about just to ask you. Now, where, anywhere in the world, like, where would be like your dream spot to do one of these events?
Out the country. Because this is how we ended up in Miami. So at the Gilly one, I was running my mouth on the mic, and I'm like, you know what? We need to go somewhere tropical. We're going to go out the country. And I'm asking everybody, y'all going to go? Yeah, we're going to go. Yeah, sure you're right. Yeah. But then I'm like, right, how can everybody get it out the country? But you can. We can figure it out. That's not like if you know somebody, we can. Right. We don't have to, and then it could be like St. Thomas or something. That's still in the United States. But something like on the island. I like to travel. So I feel like that would be that would be very appreciated in places like that.
Do it like you trying to do it like on the beach or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be dope.
So, realistically, that wasn't something I could do quick and fast. So that's how I ended up in Miami, because I put my foot in my mouth with that. And people was hitting me like, well, where's the warm one? So that's how I ended up doing Miami, that I just did in February.
Wow, okay.
But in my mind, I'm like, I got to figure out how I could really... It's definitely possible.
Oh, no. Of course it's possible. Of course it's possible.
It's just...
It's got to be plotted
Not
out
going
there.
there and using the shit they got over there. We want to get the za over there. I could probably go and just have a pop up and one weed vendor, but as far as the string wars, having different multiple, that's the part that's like, how are we gonna get it there?
Right. True.
Safely.
True. But then, I mean, you know, like you said, there is a way.
Yeah, somebody got family somewhere. Like, call your cousins. I gotta find vendors that got family out the country. And do a sign up thing. You got family out the country? Sign up here.
There it is. There it is. Easy.
Exclusive, like 4 vendors. It's kind of
Easy,
small.
Easy. Nah, that's fly. That's fly.
Somebody from out the country there as
Really?
a judge.
Somebody out the
It's
country is
definitely
catching wind of
possible.
this shit. They can tap in. Shit. Real talk.
Yeah.
That's how we do this shit. It's networking.
Yeah, so that's
But outside, is there? You have any other interests outside of this though?
the pop-ups or just like the
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
lounge
just
or-
outside of this, you know, just your general with the strain wars thing. And
Yeah, I got a
stuff.
lot going on. Like
What else you
even
into?
musically, like
Okay.
I'm actually managing someone right now. I've had other people that I manage, so I'm in the music too.
Are they out there? Yeah.
They've been out there. They about to come back out.
You ain't.
You know, they took
can
a little.
you drop their name right fast? You know, you keeping
that's
that
why
in the
y'all gotta
wraps.
come to String Wars
Okay,
CT.
okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? To see what's popping.
Word.
So yeah, that part and just connecting. I do a lot of background plugging in celebrities with different other events. People reach out, so a lot of coordinating with different people and businesses and stuff like that. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Strain, we do the weed, do the drinks, management. All right. It's more than one artist.
Right now, just one.
Just one. Okay. All right. Male or female.
Yeah.
Man, okay. I'm trying to figure out what it is, man. But nah, it's cool. Nah, I'll fuck around, pull up to the Strain Wars.
No, you definitely should.
Nah, I'm gonna
I mean, I know you don't smoke,
Nah,
but
indeed, nah, I don't. But
still.
still, nah.
Yeah, it's a good vibe
I don't smoke,
too.
but
It's
everybody I
definitely a
fuck
good
with
vibe.
does. So it's like, it ain't
Yeah,
about
wouldn't be foreign.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
it's not.
And then again, it's all networking too. You meet different people. You might see some people
No,
you
of
might
course.
want to have pop up to the
I love the networking
podcast.
aspect. Yeah, indeed.
might have to get my artists on the podcast.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
See what's
For
going
sure.
on.
For sure.
Okay.
If I just know who he is, it's cool. I can wait. I'm patient. I'm patient. I'll pull up and find out what everybody else. But nah. I just everything you're doing is super dope. I just like
Thank you.
I love how when I see a real entrepreneur who's really passionate about what they're doing, just excelling and just getting to it. Again, it's really, I mean, it's about the bag, but it's not about the bag. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause again, you're gonna take that L.
Right, and
You
the
know
bag
what
is
I'm
gonna be the bag is
The
gonna
bag is
come.
there.
It's gonna come. So
It's
it's
there,
like,
it's gonna come.
But
You know what I'm
the bag that we all be like, oh, get money. We know money, but we don't know money. You know what I'm saying? So if we trying to get some money, like in your sleep all the time, money, and really could, that type of money, you really gotta go hard. And that's why I don't really try to do nothing for nothing. Obviously, like I said, right now I might not get what I want, but it might be a connection I made that later that's gonna do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just always have to make sense, and it might not make sense, but something's gonna make sense. You know, so that's what pushes me
That's
because
the
I'm
code
like,
rule right there. Don't do nothing for nothing.
no,
nigga.
don't do stuff just to be doing it
Don't
because
just
it's not
do it
cute.
just to do it. Nigga.
That's the whole thing. A lot of people doing stuff to be
That's
doing
the
it,
problem.
and it's really not okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay. Like
not cool.
Make it make sense. Even if it don't benefit you, make sure somebody else could be blessed from what you're doing.
Right.
So that's cool too. You'll benefit from that.
Absolutely.
Some way, shape, or form. However, you'll definitely benefit from that. So.
One hand wash the other, y'all. Don't forget that shit. Real talk, man.
Yeah, all
Don't be
the time.
scared. Don't be scared of that, man. That's a problem. People scared. But
You gotta go out your comfort zone to do anything. Honestly, I feel like that's gonna make it work. Because if you don't, you're just gonna keep doing the same old shit. And like you said, we're living in a world where things change, everything. And you don't want to be a follower, but you want to make sure your shit's trendable too. That people want to do what you're doing and come to what you're doing.
right.
So you gotta make it exciting.
No, indeed, exactly. You gotta have that something. You gotta have that spark. But then again, I feel like that spark is the part of the passion. Like people,
That's
people
what's gonna make you think. Oh, let me
Right.
do this. Let me do it
Exactly.
because you really care about what you're doing,
Yes, if
rather
you give a
than
fuck,
waiting
it
to see
shows.
what they're gonna do next. So I'm probably
Yeah.
like, that's not gonna work. It has
It
to be from
shows.
your heart, and that's what's gonna stand out. That's why I go to places. There be slushies. People watch me over the years at festivals. Now they got slushie machine over here, slushie machine. I'm like, look at this shit. But it still doesn't take away from what I'm doing because I do what I do differently that the people like. So it's like you might have slushy, you might have a slushy, but your shit ain't got the
But your shit
peach rings
ain't
on the
mine.
straw. Your shit ain't colorful.
Right.
You ain't getting, they ain't getting it from me, from me, from you. It ain't leak.
You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I mean? So whatever it is that make these people want it from these particular people, it's
Right.
like it
You
was
can't
shoot
beat
was
that.
for yeah. You got to do it from your idea. So if you start doing some shit over there, cool. I do what I do. Whoever we are as a person, we like what we like. So it's like, oh, I like that way she do it. I like it, you know. So
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Again, and that's the formula that y'all need to have whenever y'all doing what y'all doing. Because again, social media it has its pros, it has its cons. It's dope because as opposed to when I was coming up on the scene or whatever, it was like you really had to be out there. You had to, you had to put in that footwork. Which again, it made social media made people lazy. You know what I'm saying? I heard artists say like, I'm not about to go outside and sell this. I'm not about to
no,
post
but you
this.
gotta,
But you
yeah.
have to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just behind that screen. Like you can get to people faster, but that face-to-face interaction, you can't beat that shit.
No, you gotta go outside.
You have to do that.
Like I say, even with the slushies, I got known because it was like, oh, they got a basketball tournament. Oh, they're over here. I might not know nobody, but you know,
you
we're
gonna
from
go.
Boston, so you're going to know somebody.
Right,
If you
right.
want to go socialize, not really going for that. But obviously that works because you do see people, you know, so you're going to sell them something, you know, anyway. But just kept going. You know what the people's going to be, just keep going. Then obviously that's why I said after time, it was like, oh, you're a slushy girl, because everywhere they go, they keep seeing me with a cooler. It don't matter where there's people at, so you have to. I could say that all day and be like, oh, I'm selling slushies. That shit ain't gonna
That's
work.
not gonna do nothing.
You gotta
have
put
to
in
be
people's
there.
face. We're visual people. Most people are visual.
Individual, yeah.
They might be like, yeah, I'm gonna call you on Monday. Come on.
Nah.
But if they right here, you're like, I got it right now in the cooler. You
Now,
want
what's
it?
up? Yeah.
There you go. It's in their face. They you got an 80% chance of them
That's a fact.
getting
That's a fact.
whatever you're trying to sell. Tickets, whatever it is. Shit,
I was in that
it's
shit.
not gonna sell at home.
I was in that situation with the liquor not that long ago. You know what I'm saying? I was dropping them off to an individual. It was over there in Franklin. I was over there. Everybody's outside, and just know I ended up fucking selling like a whole bunch of fucking bottles. You know what I'm saying? All the fucking Jamaican niggas was outside. Niggas just intrigued. Like he seen him, one dude with the bottle. He came. He's like, "What's that?" I said, "Boom." I let him know the spill and everything. He was like, "Oh, okay, bet. Let me get that one and that one." Then the other lady come through. Let me get that one and that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? Shit, I even gave fucking a couple out. Like, all right, here, try that
Rather
shit.
than you
like
sitting
that
down
shit?
line like, oh, I got this, you know.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do that, but
You want to do that too.
I'll do
but
that,
you don't
but
want to just
it ain't gonna
do
just be
that.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying? It ain't
gotta
gonna just be that.
put it out there for everybody to put in anything in their face. You have
Right.
to. That's just like us as human beings. We'll see something online, we might want it.
Right.
I'll get it later.
Yeah.
But now I see
But
you
you
in
see that
person
shit,
with it. I'm
like,
like, oh,
oh,
let me get it now
That
because
shit
it's
is dope.
on my
I
face.
want that.
Right.
I want that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how it works. That's how it
true.
works. It's crazy. But again, man, I hope y'all took a lot of juice from what she was saying right now, because she's really doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a facade. It's not, you know what I mean? It ain't for the book. It ain't for the gram. Like, she's really outside doing this shit. She's making moves. She's traveling with it. You know what I mean? She's making these connections. She's fucking connecting these dots and all of that shit. So, all y'all that think that y'all just online and want to sit behind the screen with this shit, like, this is someone that's doing it for real.
You gotta go outside.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared to go outside. Can't be scared to talk to people or none of that shit, man. Like, or else, I mean, how far you really gonna get with anything? Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the computer's a safe haven.
Yeah.
It's a safe
Yeah,
haven for
that's
y'all
for a lot of
motherfuckers.
people because they feel more comfortable
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
online. Yeah.
They can
gotta
say
go
whatever they
outside
want
talking.
online, and then you meet them in person, they're fucking mutes. So, but again, like, I just wanna, you know what I mean? I wanna salute you. You know what I'm saying, for what you're doing. I think it's fly as hell. Like, cause at first, again, you know what I mean, I didn't know that, like, the whole stream wasn't all that shit. It was just you. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I just seen you doing it, so I didn't know there wasn't like a whole army behind that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're the army. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Which is fucking L. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm like,
I think it's
Give it down, Mike.
that shit is dope.
Yeah,
And I respect it.
the
I
mind
salute it.
is, you know, you can only.
Absolutely,
You know,
absolutely,
so-
and I definitely, I'm want to shoot you your flowers for it.
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying? And I definitely want to see it progress. It will progress. I'm not even, it will.
Oh, yeah, state to state.
I
I'm
already
going
know
out
that.
I'm telling you.
I already know.
I said it, out the
I already
country.
know. I see it. I
Like
see the
everything
whole-
else
I
is
see
out
it.
the country,
I
rolling
see-
loud and this
Yeah,
and that.
I see that
Like,
shit being
I'm-
huge. I
I'm-
see your shit being
yeah,
huge.
I think one day well,
It'd be like literally like that household name that, you know, folks turn to and they already know what it's about. And fucking billboards and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling it right fucking now.
right.
I said it. I don't know if anybody else said it, but besides herself, but I said it. I said it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's coming. Strange
you know what I
Wars
mean? It's
out
gonna
the
be all
country.
these fuck, you know
I
what
don't know which island, but all the islands.
All the islands. They say them all. Don't
Yeah.
pinpoint just one. All the
Jamaica, you want to
motherfuckers.
start in Jamaica first.
Let's go.
You
Let's
wanna
get
talk
it.
about
Let's get it. And shit, if motherfucking Haiti get right, we can go there too, right?
Yeah. Well, we could
We
go
got
to,
problems over there right now. I'm
I
just
went
saying.
there on a cruise. What's
There's
that?
a
The
problem.
little, they bought a little fake island over there that they bought. Labany. I knew it was somewhere that we really, it wasn't like the real park. Oh,
Right.
real park?
There's a lot going on.
I might could do something there.
As long as my people get right,
So,
we can have shit like that popping off. But I appreciate you for pulling up.
thanks
You know
for
what I'm
having
saying?
me.
Like, I definitely got a lot of insight from you now. I really know, you know what I'm saying, the ins and outs of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to come to the next event.
Yes. June 3rd.
June 3rd. Boom.
June 3rd, next
Putting it in
Train
my fucking
Wars.
calendar.
Connecticut edition.
I wanna
Just right
be
down the
there.
street.
If y'all see me high, I
It was
don't
contact. He wasn't
know.
smoking.
Yeah, I wasn't smoking. It was contact. You dig?
You know.
That is what it is.
Yeah, so yeah, it's
You got-
definitely
you-
on
you got-
Eventbrite.
you got-
Oh,
you
you
got-
can go
you
on my
got the shout out.
Instagram, right? Yeah, I find me
Eventbrite,
on LeekLove86 on Instagram. Leek Williams on Facebook.
love,
So she's
love.
by Leek on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
LeekLove/Green on Instagram. The links are gonna be in all the bios. Tap in because the tickets is gonna go up. Judges to be announced. I ain't announced the judges yet. Y'all already know. So I don't know why everybody trying to wait. Because by the time they wait, the tickets is gonna be.
Get your ticket.
You know how I get at the door.
I'm gonna put the
So,
link up.
You know,
I'm
everything's
get
gonna
the
be
link
high
and put the
demand,
link
so
up for
tap
this.
in.
No excuses.
And it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a movie. I'm
Absolutely,
excited.
I'm sure. And I'm gonna be there. Like I said, I might be high. I don't know.
No, you're gonna
Might
be high. He's gonna be
Alright,
high.
I'm gonna be high.
He's definitely gonna be high.
I'm
He just didn't
fuck.
put the blunt to his mouth, but he's gonna be high.
Yeah.
That's a given. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you do see a
Anybody
blunt, if
coming,
you do
you're gonna
see a
be high
blunt,
because it's gonna be smoky. You're gonna
Don't
be
worry about
Train
it.
Wars. Everybody's smoking.
don't worry about it.
Smoke. Smoke.
It's dope. But thank you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm
Welcome.
saying? And you know what I'm saying? Again, you welcome anytime. You know what I mean? I definitely I want to touch base with you again. You know what I'm saying? After a couple more events and shit. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up some more, and just you know what I mean? Y'all
And
gonna
this
see
is
it.
the 7th Strain Wars.
7.
It was the
This is
year
7th.
February 19th.
7. It's the
Our first one was February 18th to 20 last year with Davies. I started with him, and
Boom.
this is the 7th one.
Let's go. It's Lucky 7.
Lucky 7.
I'll
I
have
was
it.
just about to say
That's
that.
what they call your boy. That's my name. But yeah.
So,
It's your boy,
Uh-huh.
man. It's your boy, man. I appreciate you. But it's your boy, 7 Sins. It's been another edition of Actuality Speaks podcast where if it ain't real talk, god damn it, please stay silent.
stay
We here.
silent.
You dig?
Have a good one.
You
That was dope.